See, I got the PinstripeStrong do-rag on, though.
I see you. Oh man, this fucking team's trying my patience.
I'm trying, bro. We'll talk about it on the pod because like I've seen this from the Yankees before at the end of the season when we've already clinched and we know we're in. It's like they they don't care the same, and I hate to say that they don't care because I feel like the guys always care, but it's like the sense of urgency that we had when we just ripped off this fucking 10-game win streak. That shit is gone in Buffalo, and I mean I blame a lot of it on that whack ass field, but I'll save my theories and thoughts for the pod.
I'm not. I'm not even in any mood to give these dudes excuses, bro. Like, we live right
Nah.
now, by the way.
Oh, word.
So
Not
we
that it matters
have.
for me. I was just setting up and trying to get
Now I
the
see. So are
lighting
you
right.
setting up your walls like every corner that you move your cameras? Like one is Yankee, one is Nets, one is like football.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I try to have it split a little bit. Like this wall behind me is this is more like a travel wall. People can't really see it, but like that I got that Boston, New York scarf in London. Somebody was selling that outside of London series. They were trying to get me for 20. I think I scooped 2 for 10. Cause that's how I move out there with the people that be trying to finesse at the stadium. And then I got a bunch of like tickets and like let me see.
The Yankees just dropped to the fifth spot. Oh no, they've been in the fifth spot, but they'll be playing the White Sox from what it looks like right here.
Yo, the fucking White Sox lost 4 games in a row. Where am I? Got some random like
All right,
stuff like
let's
that.
just fucking start this. I know Chris put a lot of like Karen or nah shit in there, bro. I'm like, I don't give a shit about nothing right now, bro. Like, I mean, we'll talk about some stuff that we have to talk about for sure, but all right, ready to start?
Why didn't it go here with it? Oh, I need to take the computer and make the computer lower.
Let me put up your sound key. Your sound will be the
Microphone check. I think I'll
mic
be
check
like
1 2. Mic check 1 2.
the Yankees lose.
This fucking cornball shit. All right. Let's see.
And I wanna
Let me let people know.
I got the blue light glasses.
I'm over here telling people to leave voicemails. I didn't even freaking listen to them, bro. I'm just like, I'm not Dwight Howard with a double double in the first half. How about
Yeah, I like that. And I like that because you need a guy like him to step up. And that's them making adjustments. That's the Lakers saying, yo, who do we need more out of? Who can step up? Like he had a nice putback where I was like, okay, Dwight, Dwight was a superstar in this league. Like, rise up, bro. Lakers trying to go to the finals. This is your second time on the Lakers. Do something.
All right. All right, all right, let's start this shit.
switch my notes.
Got it?
And
3, 2, 1.
Bruh.
Boo, you suck.
Yankees drop 3 of 4 to the Blue Jays and lose 4 out of their last 5 to just freaking garner some more goodwill. No, they erased all the goodwill that they freaking built through that freaking 10-game winning streak. I don't really know what to say. Whatever. PinstripeStrong. Let's do it.
Gotcha, bitch.
No song. Fuck that shit, bro. Listen, man. I'm fucking so annoyed with this series, Keith.
I'm not letting you and I gonna play two different sides because I'm not letting it get to me.
Nah, bro. I'm letting it get to fuck that, bro. Hell no, man. I'm letting it get to me for a couple of, and we'll discuss it, man. I hate to say, oh, hey, how you doing, Keith? Because it's like, yo, if you don't know, now you know. You know, you're gonna know in this podcast. So it's like,
Hello there.
What you up to, Keith?
I'm chilling, man. Honestly, like I was in the group chat telling you I was watching LeBron, I was watching Thursday Night Football, and I just had WFAN on in the background. Bro, the Yankees get me tight, and then I try to like put everything into perspective and come back to earth a little bit. And so I'm like, I'm one of those people now. I'm like, whatever, we clinched. We'll see where the chips fall. I'm not gonna get too mad because that's how I was getting in the win streak. People were getting at me. They're like, oh, you said it wasn't good enough. We weren't sharp enough. It soured the win streak. I'm like, yeah, because us not being sharp on defense, us not doing the little things like closing out games, it's not gonna work against good teams. The Blue Jays are a playoff team, and when we had to go to their little rinky-dink field, they play well there. But I was like, all right, I'm not going to sweat it. The Yankees are healthy. The Yankees are in. They did what they had to do in that win streak to get us locked in. I'm not going to let these last couple games against the Blue Jays get me tight. Like, I feel you. Don't get me wrong. I feel you. But I'm not going to let it get me tight. We're in the postseason. And wherever we land, because right now, like we were just talking before the pod started, like the White Sox lost 4 in a row to the Indians. The way the Central is moving right now, we're thinking we're going to play the Twins. It's not a guarantee we're going to play the Twins. We just lost to the Blue Jays. It's not a guarantee that the Blue Jays don't jump us in the standings.
Oh, my God. That shit is
crazy.
Yo, Yankees.
What in the fuck was that?
What the hell was that? I mean, fuck. Oh, my God. Listen, all I want is for you guys to play well during this little streak here. I'm not saying you got to win every game, but I want to see some resemblance of a team that's going to compete in the postseason and do well.
What I will say, bro, it don't make me confident in October seeing us play like that.
Yo, man. It's crazy to me. Yeah. That's the thing. That's what I'm upset about. It has nothing to do with this week or what. Are the Yankees? Yankees, of course, are making the playoffs. They clinch a postseason berth and toasted in the lobby of I don't know what the fuck they did. But listen, I just feel like, oh my God, all we can do right now, all that I asked for in the last podcast. Remember at the end we were like, yo, what's to watch for? Remember, what are the things that you expect of the Yankees, right? And you were like, yo, the bats, And then Chris was like, and Chris is not on here today because, Chris is hopefully he feels better and then joins us for the next one. Got to rest up for the postseason, man. The grind for the postseason is real.
Need him for October.
We got to rest him because, if the Yankees and their analytics team are resting players on the big stretch, why shouldn't we be resting people in the fucking podcast? Yo, fuck out of here, bro. Like, Yo, for real, like Judge sat today because we got to arrest him.
Get the fuck out of
At
here!
least,
Get the fuck out of here, nigga!
at least we'll be nice and rested for the postseason, Keith. Nice and rested with everybody. Nobody will be overworked. No way. The first time Chapman gets into a game, and God knows how long too, because there haven't been too many games to save right now.
Right. Had to throw Chapman today. At least Chapman looked good. But yeah, yo. Like, I'm not even confident in the lineup. When I'm seeing this superstar lineup, our opening day lineup, they called it on the broadcast. They're saying, we're gonna go into the postseason with our opening day lineup, and I think I said something.
What does that mean?
It's like our superstar lineup. It's all the big names, all the big boppers, Giancarlo, Judge, Glaber, Gary, Voigt, DJ. I don't know.
Yo, somebody tweeted me something that just triggered me. Not me toward them. It just triggered me, period. It was like, hey, man, at least we could get all the stink out now. And, because, when it's, I forgot what the fuck, I forgot what it was. Get all the stink out now so that when, comes time to push, we can push. I'm like, my brother, it is push time right now, bro. Like, what are we talking about?
Like, it's the postseason is in 5 days,
bro. It's 3 games away, literally. It's like 3 more games left in the freaking season. Can we get some hits around us in scoring position, man? And that's why I kind of really like the second game, where the Yankees came back, and we'll talk about it. Yankees came back, it's just no homers. Yankees scored 12 runs. That shit was short-lived. That would be nice to get some of those games. I mean, can I borrow one of those hits? Yankees go in the first game, they go 2 for 11 runners in scoring position. Second game, they do well. They freaking hit like gangbusters, 8 for 11. Holy shit, man. I wish I could borrow 2 of those hits in some other games. And they go 1 for 7 in game 3. And they go, just to put it in perspective, again, another 1 for 7 with 11 runners left on base. I don't know.
Vladdy Jr., Yankee killer, Alejandro Kirk, Jonathan Kirk, the baby.
Yeah,
my man looked like a fat baby running around out there. Looked like Fat Boo, Majin Buu.
Word.
I'm not supposed to be fat shaming people. Let me chill.
Word,
I'm fat too.
I
didn't go to the gym.
I took that shit personal.
Since March.
I took that shit personal.
Nah, you're not fat.
Anyway, this is the PinstripeStrong podcast. Make sure you understand that we're seriously serious about not taking shit too serious, as you should be. But this podcast is brought to you by Jomboymedia, yo. Well, things are going bad, and this is the spot for you. While things are going good, this is the spot for you. Visit us, Jomboymedia.com. And we're there. I couldn't even get hyped for the guy also. Holy shit. All right. So that's our quick thoughts on the series there. We got some voicemails. You guys ever want to leave us a voicemail, feel free to do so. 347-389-4898. Feel free to follow Keith on social media. He's doing a whole bunch of different shit, bro. He had an interview with Ryan Ruocco. We should talk about Ryan Ruocco when it comes to baseball.
Yo, he's cool. Super solid, man. I'm glad to have. I haven't met him in real life yet, but I was glad to have interviewed him on Talking Nets. We've been trying to land him for a while.
Yeah, so that's shout to you with that. So make sure you guys follow Keith. It's at Keith_McPherson. And he's also, he does some football picks.
I'm out there fighting the power. Most importantly, though, they think they could silence me. They think they could tell me what to tweet and what to say and not say.
Stick to sports, Keith. Stick to sports.
I'm black first, homie. I got to stick to being black in America first, homie.
Unfortunately, we can't. This is not a little tan.
Right.
It just kind of goes off.
I can switch jerseys. I can't switch the skin color. I wouldn't want to switch.
But so make sure you guys follow Keith, man. We got some good content. And follow Jomboymedia, PinstripeStrong, and you can follow me at Joe's McFly on Twitch, Instagram, Twitter, anywhere. Just keep it consistent. Joe's McFly. Make sure you guys leave us some 5-star reviews, man. We get to 200. We're almost there. We get to 200. I'll do a giveaway. We could get to 200 before the playoffs. That should be lit. I'll be very happy. I'll definitely do a giveaway for you guys. Maybe shout you out on the podcast or bring you on. Maybe ask you a couple of questions. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
Write a review and hit us up and tell us you wrote the review, and I will send you something. Like, I have been mailing
best review wins.
Talking Net shirts to people. I'll do the same thing for Pinstripe Strong. And here's the secret. In the Jomboymedia office, well, whenever we can go back in there, Jomboy had corona and we got a quarantine and all that. But when we can go back in there, there's a bunch of jerseys and shirts and stuff for the season that we were going to give out at the stadium and different, like, we didn't get to do that. So if you want some free merch, go write a review, take a screenshot, send it to us, and we'll get you hooked up. It's nothing.
That's some news here. So we got some free stuff. I remember walking in there. Every time I walk in there, hey, Joe, you want this? Just keeps throwing more shit on me. Like, yeah, I guess. Yo, you gave me some, like, I guess you want to call them Chucks, but some black Chucks.
Oh, yeah, the PF Flyers.
Cool.
There was a couple boxes of PF Flyers. I was going to grab one, but I didn't want to be the guy in there taking everything.
Nah, he gave me one, bro. I mean, asking him, like, yo, bro, what am I going to do with it? That's what he kept saying.
No, but that's how John is. He's like, yo, like, we get a lot of free stuff sent to us. Like, he wears the same stuff. He's not trying to keep putting on new stuff that gets sent to us. So he shares, and we're trying to share with our listeners. Yo, if you write a review, I will personally mail you a Jomboymedia shirt, a Pinstripe Strong shirt.
Yeah, you guys, it's a good review. Best review definitely wins. But guys, it's and his name is
Hello. It's
John C.
I've been dying to get that shit in there. All right,
Daniel.
let's see. Okay, some housekeeping, real quick.
Back at it again.
A couple of things here. Players allowance. Oh my God, what am I saying? Players Alliance donation. MLB joins MLB players in committing $10 million to fund innovative programs designed for Player Alliance to improve representation of Black Americans in all levels of baseball. Improve representation of Black Americans in all levels of baseball. Like I said, offer player-led mentorship, fund leagues, tournaments, clinics, donate equipment, support Black cultural education, camps, and other programs. Are we caring about this or not? Even play the music, because I know we are.
Yeah, I could get real deep. I could have a whole 3-hour podcast on this topic. I've done research on this topic. I've actually done research on this topic with Jomboy. If you go all the way back to February, Black History Month, and I was putting some stuff on the Jomboymedia accounts, we were in the office and we were looking up different things about why is there only 8% African Americans in Major League Baseball.
Crazy.
Once upon a time, the heroes in baseball, the Barry Bondses, the Ken Griffey Jr.'s, the Tony Gwynns, go further back, Hank Aaron, Willie Mays, like, there were a lot of superstars that were Black in baseball that died off. And a fund like this is a step in trying to create change, actual change, right?
Yeah.
The Players Alliance is putting money to say, okay, we will allocate funds to make sure that young Black people are getting the game in their areas. They are going to places where they can learn the game, play the game. That's where it starts, you know. It starts in schools. It starts in camps. You know, it starts with just having access to a bat, a ball, a glove, and other people to play the game with. In the hood, there's basketball courts. All you need is one ball, and next you know, everybody can hoop on the court.
Yo.
Football fields, you could just find an open field, one football, everybody's playing football.
Until baseball, that one kid that gets smacked gets mad and starts yelling, yo, I'm taking my ball home, bro. Fuck out of here.
You're not taking that ball home till we're done.
Don't fucking dunk on homie, bro. Don't dunk on homie, because he's going to take the ball and bounce.
No, but this is great. If you guys remember also Ian Desmond, before Ian Desmond opted out of this 2020 60-game season, this is what he was on. In his hometown, being half Black, half white, he was saying he wants to put this type of energy, funds, this type of initiative into where he's from to see more young African American males get into baseball. And
I remember CC was doing shit like that too, bro.
CC Ben, and you know who else been too? Because I've been involved in some of this stuff with like Harlem RBI. Mark Teixeira. When Mark Teixeira was with the Yankees, he probably still doing it.
Price does it too. Price.
There's a lot of players that are trying to do it, but they can't do it alone, and that's why now the Players Alliance. You guys saw the video of all the black players coming together to say Black Lives Matter and we need to end racism. Those guys are actually putting the money towards it, and I hope we see change. I would love to see someone like me on the Yankees more often. And when I say someone like me, I mean an African American male on the Yankees. And it starts with when you're young. You got to pick up the game young.
I love it because, again, I grew up in the hood. Listen, baseball is it's expensive, bro. When I got to high school, like, we were sharing gloves and shit, bro. And it's even, it's not as impoverished as like DR, right? But, in DR, it's like people playing with milk cartons and shit, so you find a way. But it's different here because in DR, there's the option. DR, it's like baseball. Everybody knows it's like, all right, shoot, freaking hit off the island. The money opportunities are there. We got all these camps available for people trying to draft us. All of that stuff is there. Instructional leagues and all that stuff is there out there because they're always trying to get international talent. Here is not the same, bro, because most baseball fields, to be honest, they turn to soccer fields. They turn them to soccer fields. Hey, you got to field 9 players. It's also a lot of people to get, and they all have to have equipment. They all have to have gloves. You got to have bats, balls, all that shit. Bro, before that shit, the way my shit was, you smack it, you track it. It's like, bro, I hit the home run. I go get, you hit the home run. Now go get that shit, bro. That's the only ball we got, bro. What are you talking about? That shit fall on
out of here.
Hell yeah. That shit, bro, that ball fall down the drain, it's a wrap, bro. Don't come back to the park, bro. That's all I got to say. People get tight. But
me growing up, I grew up in a white neighborhood, but I grew up in the hood of my white neighborhood where everybody was playing basketball, football. If you played baseball, they're laughing at you like, why are you doing that?
And there's a lot of choices too.
With a lot of young black dudes in America, it's glamorized to go to the league, and it's not going to the Major League Baseball. It's, playing basketball and going to college and going to the league, being the #1 pick, or going to the NFL and going to college on a scholarship. Baseball, I think, needs to change that. They need to put money in these places. Even, travel league, when by the time you hit 13, 14, 15, then you go into high school, you got to pay money for the travel league. You got to pay money for the uniforms. You got to pay money for instruction, batting cages. It's cold in New York, New Jersey.
It is.
Half the year you can't play outside. So, it's good to see them put money up and try and help some young kids that might be interested in playing the future of the game. That's how you grow the game. Let's do that.
Yeah, let's do it. I love it. I love that. More of that. Let's get some more of that. Love that shit. Shout out to baseball. Appreciate you guys doing that shit. Good shit. Yeah, good shit. There is a bat knob that was being made, Barry Larkin, that he's making also for social justice and social change that the commissioner's office did approve. And it's good to go to be used for the MLB 2020 postseason, which is good. That's where the most eyeballs will be out there. So bringing more attention to that. And it was also the anniversary of Barry Larkin getting into that 30-30 club in 96. So shout out to him.
Shout out to Barry Larkin. Thanks. Shane Larkin played for the Brooklyn Nets briefly. Barry Larkin, one of the GOATs. Another black hero in the game that, Man, in the 70s, 80s, there was a lot more black players in the game. Something changed because the game is passed down. And if it's not passed down to, generation to generation, if it's not there, it's going to go away. So it's good for Barry Larkin trying to just make more of these messages and stuff visible.
Listen, baseball needs a Griffey, bro. They need a
Tatis Jr. You see how they treated Tatis Jr. this year? Like,
yeah.
I mean, I know he's not black, but he has a similar swag. He's a junior. He's coming out like we do need, but like, let me not front.
He's black.
Like we don't have Tim Anderson. Like we don't have Mookie Betts. Yeah. Like there are young black stars in this league. They just need more exposure. And what I was saying about the bat knob is bringing more exposure to the issues. It's a black hand, a white hand. It says heal and unite. It's got them embracing.
I like that.
Cool. Don't let people forget. Keep it in front of people's faces and in front of people's minds.
Yeah. Also, Rob Manfred, Major League Baseball announced on Wednesday that it has named the Atlantic League of Professional Baseball as its partner league. So they get to try out all the shit that, you want the catcher to pitch instead of the pitcher. You want to freaking throw a grandma in left field.
Robo umps.
They basically try that out there. So that's cool. Yankee news is that Gariko Kawahega Shioka will continue when it comes to the playoffs. So that's what it looks like. And they even dropped even more news, bro, because they're saying that, hey, in the playoffs, when it comes to catcher, if you're hot, you play. So to me,
I think they're pretty much.
They're basically saying, yo, Gary, like, we got to shelve you a little bit, bro. Like, he didn't start today again with Montgomery in there. So, Gary, they gave you the whole season, bro. Like, and you haven't been injured or nothing, bro. Like,
crazy. His groin is fine all year.
Yeah.
No, he didn't get hit by a pitch. They threw him. I wanted him to hit a home run tonight at the end when Grichuk caught it like off the wall. I thought it was going out, yo. Like, I never really am out of the game. Even when I'm like, yo, I'm watching LeBron, I'm watching Thursday Night Football, we're losing. I'm sitting there like, come on, Gary.
I think they said in the Yes Network, and I don't know if Katie Sharp has it, but basically they were saying that Gary's hit the most balls over 100 miles per hour that became outs. That's some fucking bad. I don't know, Gary. I don't know what you did. I don't know what bad luck you have. What bad juju, bad karma. I don't know if you littered. I don't know what the fuck you did, but you better fucking, I don't know if you got to sacrifice the chicken. I don't know, bro. Figure it out before the playoffs, bro, because this shit is some bad fucking luck, going along with all that shit, bro. So, I don't know.
Pray to the baseball gods, apologize, do something, Gary. Because, yeah, he has hit and, made contact and hit some balls that is just like, damn, there's always a guy there. Almost.
Bro, there's always a guy. They play with like 12 men on the field for Gary. I don't even know how, but it's
perfect shift, the 12-man shift.
Every single time. Whatever. Gio's not sure if he needs surgery for that bone spur. Also, Aroldis Chapman, it's official. The next, the 3-game ban or whatever it is, that shit is going to be put off till next season because of an availability of a witness. I don't know what Chapman did to that witness. He made that man disappear mob style. And he came out and they asked him, hey, Chapman, where's that witness we were talking about? And he was just straight, Joe Pesci, like.
It's what it is.
It's what it is. All right. So that's crazy. Michael King was optioned, and then they recalled Ben Heller and placed him on the 60-day IL, and then signed Tyler Lyons, and then Tyler Lyons wasn't really put on the. This is some Met shit. He wasn't really put on the fucking lineup card. They put him out. The umpire's like, wait a minute, who is this guy? We don't got this guy on the freaking list. Who is this guy? Tyler Lyons like, hey, what's up, man? And they're like, yo, you get the fuck out of here, bro. The umpire was like, yo, bro.
Get the fuck out of here. Get the fuck out of here.
Yo, like, just like that. Exactly. These are the exact words that the umpire basically told him. And Tyler Lyons on the bench like, hey, what the fuck? And then they had to put in Britain, I think. That was bizarre. I don't know what the fuck happened there with that.
I blame it on Buffalo. Someone asked me, I think it was Dr. Murphy, weight loss on Twitter, was like, where are these guys staying in Buffalo? I'm like, I don't know, the Best Western, where
the Howard Johnson.
They're the Motel 6. Like, where do they have the Yankees sleeping and eating when they're not at that whack ass Little League field?
Fucking trash. So apparently Schmidt is probably going to start one of these games. I think the Sunday game, and they're saying that Davey may start the Saturday game, and then they're going to be doing, in play for the postseason. Loaisaika. So we'll see there.
But now, I don't want to get too deep into it because we'll go through it. But now that we lost that game, I know y'all were listening to the broadcast, we have to take 2 from the Marlins this weekend to make sure that the Blue Jays don't jump us. Because if the Blue Jays take 2, and we take 2, we're good. But if the Blue Jays take 2 and we only win 1, like they jump us, like it's that close right now.
Yeah, it fucking sucks that you're in this situation, bro. You want to just kind of, it would have been nice if they would have solidified this. They could have just chilled, just to be real.
Who
was it?
Chill.
Oh, here we go. Katie says the Yankees do not own the tiebreakers versus the White Sox or the Twins now, so because they fucking lost. So
Jeter's team might come to New York and act like this is the World Series. Like they might.
Aren't they in the playoffs? They're in the playoffs though.
Are they?
Yeah, they're in the. Let me look at the postseason right now. As it stands, yeah, they're Miami's the 6th seed in the NL. They're a nice 500 team.
I'm not paying any attention to the NL, but
yeah,
whether they're in or not like they're still gonna come here and compete. Like that's what I'm saying. In the beginning of the year, Donnie Baseball, his team, they missed a bunch of games, but they came in hot, and people were looking at the Marlins. The Marlins were in first place for a little while.
I think that they've locked up that 6th spot. They can't even. I mean, they could move up. They just can't move.
They're 500, so they're gonna come in here trying to put themselves a couple games above 500 just for bragging rights.
Yeah, they're in 2nd place in their division, so they get to rock out. I mean, unless the Phillies make some noise,
Phillies can sneak up there.
We'll see.
Which there you go. They're going to be trying to fend off.
Okay, yeah, maybe that.
Phillies, I expect the Marlins to come in to Yankee Stadium and play. So if we keep playing the way we played in Buffalo, which I don't expect, it's not going to be.
I didn't expect. Okay, all right. Well, let's talk about these bullshit ass games. Hold on, where they at? Here we go. Oh, by the way, this upcoming schedule is brought to you by nobody as of right now because
What?
yeah. Okay, thank you, Rock. Fuck. So yeah, it's brought to you by nobody at this point. So one day maybe somebody will bring it up. So we got 3 against the Marlins coming up. Let's see what's up with that. But in terms of these games, I mean, Yankees lose 3 or 4 with these series. First game sucked. Even though you look at 11-5, you're like, oh, that's all right. No. Listen, 3 of those runs were scored late. Donnie, that's just one of those things where you just kind of like, you just dismiss those runs. Like kind of like how we were dismissing those runs through, in the 10-game winning streak or whatever it is that we were giving
dismissing them. I'm like, hey, I'm telling you, them late runs we're giving up.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
Yeah. Well,
close the door on these teams, and
I agree.
Defense was looking sloppy,
yeah.
and that carried over into this series.
Shit, holy shiznit! Yankees would have 2 errors in this game. Problem with this game,
your boy King.
The problem with the Yankees overall is just their fucking defensive play. They're like the worst defensive team in fucking baseball. They're definitely the ones worst left over.
They look like the Orioles. Like we used to watch the bloopers of the Orioles. Like, yo, these dudes can't field, can't catch. The only guy I'm confident in out there is Gio. Even in the outfield, bro. In the outfield, I think in this game, Hicks and Judge got crossed up.
They said Hicks took a step back. They said that Clint is actually I think he's +4 in defensive run saves. So he's actually been better.
Out of all the outfilders, look how much a year changes. Out of all the outfilders,
it's 2020.
We're confident in Clint Frazier's defense now.
It's 2020. That's just basically what it is.
Bizarro year. Everything.
Fucking bizarro year indeed.
Good for Clint.
Yeah, no, absolutely good for Clint. Hell yeah. You work hard. Yankees don't turn double plays. Yankees make mistakes. When it comes to throwing. Gary with catcher interferences now. I don't know if fucking Ellsbury touched him. I don't know what the hell's going on. LeMahieu making throws. I don't know what's going on here.
Yeah, Gary getting caught with his hand in the cookie jar, like reaching and putting his hand, like, bro.
This game already off Jump Street, we knew. It's like, we're not going to. Because Mike King was out there. He started off the same way, same formula. Starts off good, looking dominant, looking great. He needs another pitch. He needs to perfect another pitch because then he gets into the second part through the lineup. Same shit keeps happening. Same brick wall he keeps hitting. His final line, if you would have watched just the beginning of the game, you would have never thought that this would be his final line. 2 2/3, 5 hits, 5 runs, all of them earned, 1 walk, 6 Ks. What? What the fuck was that? I mean, Loaizaga wasn't much better. He comes in and he fucking drops an egg in his 1 inning and 5 hits and 4 runs and 3 earned runs. And, yo, can we just stop this opener shit? I'm so done with it, bro. Like, I don't want to see it next year, man.
We have enough starters. Bro. We have enough guys. This opener, like, whenever we do an – all right, we did the opener last year when it was Chad Nestor. We felt confident in the Chad Nestor opener. We won, like, 9 games in a row, maybe 10. Last year. This year, I feel like we were punting the game every time.
It felt that way, yeah.
Every time I see an opener this year, I'm like, oh, well, we don't stand.
And it feels like his sets are like bullpen back. Now, our bullpen's not that used, but it just feels like it sets our bullpen back, and sometimes they put us in some freaking unclimbable holes. I don't know. Maybe we don't have that Nestor Cortez type guy that came in, got some quick outs, got out of there. I think you got to put, if you're going to do it, you got to put somebody in there to start off that has like a funky, weird delivery or like a fucking knuckleballer or some shit. Like something that's going to fuck up their whole game for the rest of the game. But whatever.
Eric Kratz.
Oh, yeah. Eric Kratz got a nasty. He got a nasty one, bro. I'm not going to lie. He got a nasty one.
This game started off weird because like the ump got hurt. And they took the ump out to the back and it delayed the game. And then they were talking about how many different delays. Like only the Yankees, only in 2020, right? Yeah. We're used to getting rain delays. We're used to weather delays, postponements. This year we got drone delays. Drones. Ump delays.
Ump. And the ump is taking his fucking sweet-ass time walking from center field. Holy shit, motherfucker. Read the room.
No. Read the room. No urgency. Like, these guys don't want to play.
Like, the Yankees have got no urgency tonight. I might as well just take a fucking stroll. He took the long way. He took the Wade Boggs way when he's on the horse and shit in 96, like all the way around the stadium. That's basically how I pictured him.
Waving to the crowd.
Yeah, going into the crowd and shit, getting peanuts and Cracker Jacks. Insane. I'm so annoyed.
Yeah, but this was a Hicks game. This was the Kirk game and the Hicks game because for them.
Oh, that kid Kirk, they couldn't get him out. It was like his first game. He went 4 for 4, just fucking toasting the Yankees. That kid was rolling around the bases. Yo, that shit was
this
crazy.
Round baby Jonathan Kirk. I'm like, yo, and I heard some rumbles about him coming up a couple weeks ago, and I'm like, yeah, they're gonna bring him up to play against the Yankees, and he's gonna probably get off against us. And Vladdy got off, and Bo got off, and I kept tweeting and retweeting my tweet where I was like, Vladdy Jr. want to be a Yankee killer so bad. I gotta give it to him. He killed us this series. He's PinstripeStrong this series.
Nah, you trash to me. You trash because you did that.
He's baby BlueJays strong.
Facts, yo. And then a man that makes shoes ended up pitching 3 innings and 3 hits and only allowing a run and shut down the Yankee offense that was fucking destroying the ball over these, those 11 games, bro. Well, 10 games because they didn't do anything against the Red Sox on that final day. And then they didn't do anything against Zoik. His name is actually Zoik, okay? Zoik, which is like Voigt's cousin or some shit. Zoik, 3 innings and a third, 1 hit, 1 run, like nothing. Like Yankees did nothing. They did some shit against a dude named Font. That you just change your font on your computer, whatever. They have a lot of names that belong to other shit. Zoik, Font, Shoemaker, Yamaguchi. Who did we get beat by, bro?
Ryu, Street Fighter.
Oh, my God, bro. Like, whatever. Yankees lost that game 11-5. That shit sucked. King, Loaizaga, I don't know who to blame here. I feel like blaming both of you. I feel like blaming Loaizaga because I feel like Loaizaga came in the middle of an inning and he allowed more king runs.
Went bad from bad to worse.
So Loaizaga, you definitely probably getting an award later on. I'll tell you that right now. Not now, but right now. I'll tell you that right now, my brother. Vladdy would go 3 for 3, by the way, with 3 RBI. Next game, the Yankees would get the revenge. Let's even up the series, baby. We got some fucking urgency. Let's nip this shit in the bud. And they come out because cold world, and I'm wearing a shirt right here. All right? Cold world. It's a cold world. I need a shirt to bundle up. And if you need a shirt to bundle up, go to shop.jomboymedia.com. Go ahead and get your shirts and your merch. Go ahead and get your hoodies for the goodie time. Playoff time. All right, cool. That's my plug right there. Anyway, so Yankees won this game 12-1, bro. Like, everything went good. You know, Cole was out there. He gave the Yankees 7 strong, 7 Ks, only 1 earned run. And that shit was a homer. Didn't even freaking matter because he was going out there shoving. I didn't care. Britton was nails. Ottavino was nasty. Like, what? Ottavino nasty in Buffalo? I never knew it. Never thought I could see it. It was true.
Otto.
It was true. Automatic, right? Yankees went 8 for 11 runners in scoring position. What team is this? What team is this?
Knowing that Garrett Cole is
okay,
pitching.
That's what I'm talking about. All right, let's go. You know, we had doubles galore. You know, even Hicks had a triple. I mean, who had the best standout night here? Judge went 3 for 5. Remember, one of the keys was like, yo, I want to see Judge hitting because that's you know, we want to see him get off for the playoffs. And he hasn't hit a homer since he came back, but he got 3 hits. He had an RBI. He was looking good. Hicks had 2 hits. Urshela had 4. Torres had 3. I'm like, okay, this is my team, boy. This is Yankee baseball, boy. Let's go. Let's lead this shit to the next game. Nope, did nothing. That shit did absolutely nothing, guys. Nothing, because going into Wednesday's game, like, all of the good vibes, all of the good feelings just go right out the fucking window. Toronto scores 2 in the first. I didn't even stream this game. I was like, yo, you know what? Today I'm going to take a day off because
Good day to take a day off.
Yo, I didn't even know. I was just like, I'm going to take a day off because I feel like, you know, I want to show with the kids. I want to help them do all this shit. But whatever, I took a day off. Yankees was going to get fucking smacked and destroyed and just fucking bum rushed. And, I mean, butt-fucked. Like, yo, what the fuck happened, bro? Like, 14-1 on this team, man. And Tanaka was out there. You look at 14-1, Tanaka, it must have been a Wednesday. It was a Wednesday. Tanaka pitches on a Tuesday, guys. Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays for Tanaka. But he pitched on a Wednesday. He went out there. He deserved a better fate. He didn't have all of his shit going on, Keith. But Tanaka was out there. But the defense fucking betrayed him. It's only 4 errors out there. How the fuck you have as many errors as you do hits is beyond me. The Yankees had 4 errors, and to me, I feel like maybe the scorekeeper must have fell asleep midway through this game. The Yankees deserve to have like 8.
Bro, Tanaka didn't deserve for his last regular season start in his contract to go down like that.
My
God. The defense didn't back him up at all. Bro. I felt bad. I'm a Tanaka guy. I came into the game the same year Tanaka came into the game. 2014, we signed him. 2014, I was an MLB fan cave. So he's got a special place in my heart. Tanaka Tuesdays, not Wednesdays, man. Gary had a bad throw that took Luke off the bat. Then, like, Glaber bobbled a routine ground ball, had a bad throw that took Luke off the bag. I'm watching this game like this is what I said on the pod and what I tweet about the Yankees not being sharp in the infield, not being sharp on defense. And when you get into the postseason, I said it maybe. Listen, whoever is listening to this podcast every week, I don't have to repeat it. But listen, what did I say, I think, last week? How do you lose in the postseason? How did the Brewers go from having a wild card win to losing the wild card to the Nationals that went on to win the World Series?
Yep.
An error. Simple
That's
error, play that should have been made, and that starts a rally, and that can kill your dreams in the postseason. We can't have it. I don't know if these guys got to drill more, practice more, get out there maybe a half an hour earlier, but this is too much of it, man. It's like, it's frustrating because as fans, we're like, all right, double play ball here, or all right, all we need is a ground ball here, and then we get it and we don't execute. I'm like,
execute it, or they turn it too slow. Happens a lot. The sad shit, and I shed a thug tear for Tanaka. Masahiro Tanaka said that as he warmed up tonight, he thought about it being the last regular season start of his 7-year deal with the Yankees. And, bro, all I could think about was just this. Keith, I know that you don't really watch too much anime, but I do. And just reminded me of this Naruto scene of what he said.
Wake up to reality. Nothing ever goes as planned in this accursed world. The longer you live, the more you will realize that the only things that truly exist in this reality are merely pain, suffering, and futility.
Dark, but you know what? That shit is true. Some crazy shit. Tanaka, man, and some people were asking me, like, oh, does that mean that Tanaka feels like he's not coming back? I'm just saying, free agency is an unknown, bro. Like, you just don't know, and he loves being a Yankee. He wants to come back, but you just don't know when it comes to free agency. And
Think
sign
about
him
it
back,
like
bro.
this.
Sign him back.
Tanaka is a rock star in Japan.
Yes.
When Tanaka came over here, he could have signed with the Dodgers. He could have signed with the Angels like Ohtani did. He wanted to be in New York. He wanted to be a Yankee. And you know what? We asked a lot of him. Some of y'all might forget. Tanaka was like Cy Young early in his career. He didn't win one, but he was up there as like one of the best pitchers in the AL a couple years in the beginning. And we asked a lot of him, and he showed up, especially in the postseason. So it means a lot to the guy. And I mean, it means a lot to me as a fan. The last 7 years, I've been ready for Tanaka time. And like you said, we don't know what can happen in free agency. Think about how many guys in the last 7 years Tanaka has seen on the Yankees come in and go.
Well, I'll tell you this. Tanaka, because we still, the jury's still out on Cole. We don't know what it is. Tanaka's probably, well, CC aside, Tanaka's probably the best Yankee free agent, one of the best Yankee free agent starting pitcher signings ever. I mean,
yeah.
Look at this. Masahiro Tanaka, 7 years, and Chris just sent this in the chat with New York Yankees, 78 and 45, 634 winning percentage, 3.74 ERA, 1.124 whip, 8.4 K per 9, 5 and 3, and this is where he earned his money, bro. 5 and 3, 1.76 ERA in 8 postseason games, a notch below CC and Moose, but compares well to David Cone, 6 years with the Yankees, who was 64 and 40, better than David Cone, who had a 3.91 ERA during that time. Tanaka, man, I hope we re-sign him, bro. But he's
we will.
Price tag got to come down though.
He'll sign for the low. He don't want to go anywhere else.
I hope.
Another note about like signings: Tanaka came in the same year we signed
the Ellsbury shit, Tanaka, Cano bounce.
Carlos Beltran, Brian McCann, and Jacoby Ellsbury that year. And how quickly did all three of those guys disappear?
Tanaka was sensational that first year. Tanaka was sensational that first year, guys.
That's my dog. That's my son. I love him.
Yeah, but on the Tanaka start, the Yankees would say, hey, thank you, Tanaka, and lose that game 14-1. What did Vladdy do in this game? Oh, he was 3 for 5. 3 for 5. Who had the biggest game for the Blue Jays? I think it was. Oh no, that was Gurriel. Sorry, that's another one. Guerrero was 2 for 5 with 3 RBI. They were destroying. They're destroying.
Eric Kratz pitched, and I think Chris put in the chat that Eric Kratz. No, I think I saw a tweet from Chris where it said Eric Kratz is the first position player to pitch twice for the Yankees in one season, and this is a 60-game season.
Yeah, he was the best pitcher that night, actually. Tanaka deserved better because Sessa came in, gave up a couple of runs as well, and then on top of that, I think Sessa might be getting an award. I don't want to give it to no pitchers. I want to get to some hitters, bro. But Sessa, 1.1 innings pitched, 4 hits, 4 runs, 3 of them earned. Led in some Tanaka runs too. Defense was fucking trash. Lions was trash as well. I wish they left them off the roster. Kratz came in and shut shit down with that knuckleball. Only allowed 1 run, and that's actually a fucking win because
bro, that ballpark sucks. Like
ballpark sucks.
I know I keep going to that, but I'm like, think about these guys. It's windy out there. The lights are bright. Nobody wants to be there. You see these gray highways in the backdrop. someone said there's like a cereal factory out there or something. Like, I don't know. No disrespect to people from Buffalo. Buffalo is what it is. But I'm saying this. The New York Yankees had no business playing that far west in New York at a field. Like, I hope we never have to play there again. It's not fair.
Oh, you wanted that. You guys wanted that Field of Dreams. This is the best you're going to get. Field of Horrors. Field of Horrors. All right. So, also, I mean, it sucked. Gary had another freaking catcher's interference, another error on the pickoff throw. Glaber had another error fielding. That's a 7th error. Like, what the fuck?
And you hear all the Didi stands still chirping. They've been chirping this whole time about we need to resign Didi next year. Didi would have made this play. Didi, we turned more double plays with Didi. It looks smoother. He didn't have this many errors. I'm like, damn, they killing Glaber.
Yeah.
But Glaber, yo, you got to be better. Like, this is what I said about Glaber on the pod in the beginning of the year. At least he's taking his lumps and having his growing pains in a 60-game season. If this continues next year and we don't sign Didi, re-sign Didi, which I don't expect us to, like, I don't know, something's got to be fixed. If this is our everyday shortstop,
the defense has to be. The Yankee defense has been so bad, for recent years. It's been really bad. Okay, so let's not sugarcoat shit. It's been bad. All right,
it's tough to watch.
It is tough to watch. It's hard to
like,
hide.
We're giving them the game. Like, you can't come back from some of these errors.
The Yankees have 4. I think they lead the league in errors right now.
That's not Yankee like. That's not the Yankee way.
Yeah, some good graces of God. They didn't have any today. That's why it was only a 4-1 game. That they would still go on to lose because they can't hit. They couldn't fucking hit 1 for 7 runners in scoring position. Gary almost hit it out, though. Gary almost hit it out.
I know. I needed that. I got so geeked up. I felt like a little kid. I'm like, when he hit that, I really thought he did it. I wanted him to be the hero. But yeah, in game 3, I think we only scored 1 run on a pass ball, and then today we scored on a Hicks on that Hicks single. But like I don't understand how these guys go so cold. That's why I just attribute it to Buffalo. And it wasn't even cold in Buffalo. It was kind of warm these last couple of days.
Word.
I just think that stadium sucks. They were playing and I like these songs, but I caught like Clips, Grinding. They played Ludacris, What's Your Fantasy? Like, they were playing some tracks from like 06 and 05 of DJ out in Buffalo. He don't get any new music. They're too far from New York. They're still playing stuff from 15 years ago. I'm like, is that Grinding again? Or is that someone's walk-up song? I'm like, no, they're just playing Grinding. Did they just play? I heard, yeah, give it to me now. Give it to me now. I wanna. I'm like, don't play that at the baseball game.
It's just somebody with a phone up there in the aux. That's basically what it is.
They're on YouTube DJing.
YouTube DJing. Ryu shut us down, man, and it's frustrating because the last, I think, 3 times that the Yankees faced him as a team, they destroyed this guy, man. And nothing, man. That shit's frustrating. He pitches 7 innings, a shutout ball, but the Yankees had traffic on the base paths. They just couldn't muster the big hit, bro. That shit's the annoying part, man. Couldn't muster the big hit, grounded into double plays, hitting straight at people. I don't know if they were pressing. Judge comes in. They rest Judge for some reason, and then he comes in to pinch hit for whatever the frick. I don't know. If you're going to rest him, just fucking rest him. I just want to feel like he's just unavailable. You're going to pinch hit him and allow him to play the field for what? What the hell did he rest? 5 innings? 6 innings? Come on.
And you see him go walking like, I think Talking Yanks tweeted out like, yo, what if you were in the crowd when Judge walks by? I'm like, if we were in the crowd, we'd be at either the Rogers Center or Yankee Stadium. We wouldn't be there. But yeah, I don't even want to see that. It's like, I think you tweeted, you're like, oh, now we want to try and win this game. Like, too little, too late. And stop putting these guys in these positions to play hero late. Like, that's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure on these dudes.
It is. Gary will pinch hit late, like I said, and he almost hits the ball out. Well, Yankees lose the series. Yankees lose this fucking series.
There was no need to lose this series after we whooped on these boys in the Bronx. Like, you wouldn't think that. You wouldn't think that we would go and lose 3 out of 4 after the way we played the Blue Jays in the Bronx. But that's baseball, Susan.
It is. I keep thinking about who the hell I want to give you trash to. It. I hate it when there's too many choices. There's just too many choices here.
There's a few pitchers. There's a few pitchers. There's at least 3, maybe 4 pitchers you could give it to.
You know what? I feel like pitchers are so easy to give it to in this series, especially when you get blown out 2 games. The hitting to me is the problem. I'm gonna give it to a hitter. Sorry, but Gleyber Torres, you trash, son. Gleyber Torres, you trash, bro. The errors, the double plays not being turned. Today you didn't make a really good play. You fucking put Tanaka in his grave that game, bro, with the errors as well. The certain double plays that weren't turned. The first game, which we obviously lost, you didn't get a hit in that game. You scored 2 runs, but you didn't get a hit in that game. You didn't get a hit in today's game as well. You went 0 for 4, or even the every game that we lost. So I'm attributing every single loss to you. Gleyber Torres, you trash, son.
In all 3 losses, you were certainly trash, bro.
Who you got, Keith?
I'm giving it to these pitchers. I don't care because like
who you want to give it to? It's a fucking pick 'em.
It is a pick 'em.
Tanaka has to get excused. It's not his fault.
No, I would never give it to Tanaka because that game pissed me off. Where I was like, yo, they did Tanaka dirty in his last start. Like they got to pick him up. Like that's not fair. I mean, I'm gonna give it to a few guys, and maybe I'll give it to 2 guys. I'll pick one for Chris. So King gave up 5 runs. I mean, we see him for 1 inning. It's the same shit. We see him for 1 inning, maybe 2, and he's all right. By the time he gets in that 3rd inning, like maybe he's not a starter. Maybe he should be coming out of the bullpen, pitch an inning, and that be it. Maybe 2. Like
I feel like Loaizaga gave up a lot of his runs though.
Loaizaga made bad go worse. Sessa gave up 3 runs after coming in for Tanaka. Tyler Lyons, you trash, son, gave up 4 runs. Like you get to come up and join the Yankees in Buffalo. Don't do that. Do not do that. There's too many guys to throw under the bus, like pitching wise. But those are the 3 I'm gonna ride with. King.
My man said chose 3.
King, Sessa, Lyons. Like
Sosa.
Be better. Be better, yo.
Yeah, be better. You trash, son. Trash. Who do we have?
Like, are we gonna throw these guys in the postseason?
I hope not, bro. I hope not.
I saw somebody on Yankees Twitter. I think it was Andrew. He was like, he goes, well, I guess I got to stock up on extra booze for next week. I'm like, yeah, because the way we look right now, this first postseason series could be stressful, bro. Like, I might have to get.
It's only 3 games. It's only the best of 3 games, guys. We might be 2 in and out. So.
And then it's hello, darkness, my old friend. You start thinking about the off season, how long it's gonna take to get to spring training.
Oh my God! All right, who's your Pinstripe Strong performer?
My Pinstripe Strong performer. 1, I'm not gonna pick this guy yet. I want to give a shout out to Aaron Hicks and the Hicks family. I'm captain of the Hicks Hive. I gave Hicks you trash last week, not so much for the hitting, but just for some of the fielding, bro. Sometimes balls go over his head in center field where I'm like, aren't you fast? Like aren't you supposed to get there? He raised his game this series, even though they were in losing efforts. He showed me some stuff in this series that made me confident in him going in, tuning up going in, and I hope they sandwich him in between Judge and Giancarlo in the lineup because I do not want to see both of them going up there and striking out or grounding out back-to-back outs. My Pinstripe Strong player of the series is Gio, the God. Gio, dude. He's on a 13-game hit streak. Even though we lost, he kept his hit streak going. Like, the hits keep coming for Gio, and he's the guy that I'm most confident in when a ball goes his way. We talk about the defense being shaky. We talk about the infield not being sharp. Please hit him to DJ, or please hit him to Gio.
Yeah.
Not Cashman. I'm bugging out. Boone said today, he said, when Gio's at third. It's like he's slipping into a nice warm bath. It's a comfortable experience for him. I'm like, whoa, pause. But I feel you. I see what you're trying to say. Like he's not sweating it over there at third. The hot corner he's got covered, and he's hitting. And that's what people talk about. Even Ryan Rucco said it. If you guys go listen to Talking Nets, I asked him about the Yankees. I had to sneak in a little Yankee question. He said, a guy like Gio Urshela showing us back-to-back years he can hit. He didn't do that with the Indians. He didn't do that with the Blue Jays. He didn't do that. I think he played for another team. Gio is the guy I'm most confident in going into the postseason, believe it or not. He's my Pinstripe Strong performer of the series.
I'm going to go with Garrett Cole because if it wasn't for him, he will get swept. So, yeah. Garrett Cole, thank you so much. And you just rounding into shape at the right time, my guy. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. You and Higgy.
Daddy, chill.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you, my guy. You are a good shit. Keep it up in the playoffs, my guy. Keep it up in the playoffs. I was gonna do voicemails today. We got a little animated in the beginning. We'll probably do a separate voicemail app. Let's hope things go well tomorrow. Let's hope things go. My God, let's hope things go well tomorrow because I think that I want to do the voicemails anyway because I want to Sunday we want to focus more on the not only just the series but mostly on the playoffs and what's going to happen going forward and stuff like that. So if you guys want to leave us a voicemail for the voicemail app that we'll have coming up soon, feel free to do so, 347-389-4898. We got some voicemails and all of that. Heath, you got any last words for anybody, for everybody?
Hey, this is it. This is the last series, the last regular season series of 2020. Let's hope these guys take this 3 games that they lost, this series that they lost, and something happens. You know what I like? And this is the last thing I'll say. I like that Luke Voit has been coming out and owning it. He's the MVP this year. He's got the foot stuff. He's hurt. But he comes out in the media and he says, like, yo, we're not playing good. Like, he said, we look like the bad news Bears the other night. Facts. So let's change that. And let's just get ready for the postseason. Anything can happen. I'm not saying we're going to win the whole thing. I'm not saying we're going to lose the first round. What I'm saying is anything can happen. And we have just as talented of a team as anyone. The White Sox just lost 4 in a row to the Indians in their division. The Indians look hot. They got pitching. They got guys like Ramirez, Lindor, whatever. Let's get into the dance and let's make it happen. We got one more series against Donnie Baseball, Jeets, some old Yankees coming back to the Bronx. Cool. Let's win. Let's do it. Keep your pinstripes on and stay pinstripe strong until the end. I'm pumped for it. I'm starting to now, like this week, watching those games, watching us lose, I'm like, yo, just beam me into October, yo. Like, just beam me into the postseason bubble energy. Well, the first one ain't in the bubble, but get me to the games that matter. I want that excitement. I want that energy because I can't take shit seriously at a random field by a highway in Buffalo. Like,
hey, you're seriously not serious. So, I mean,
seriously not serious.
The only thing I'll say for me on my part, and thank you, Keith, for that, these 3 games here, you got to treat it like the playoffs, bro. Until, you just go in there. You got to get hot so you can get in there. Best teams make it to October. Hottest team wins. It's just basically what Derek Jeter used to say. Ironically, we're facing Derek Jeter's team, so he's probably telling them the same shit. So expect the Marlins team that's going to come out gunning for you, bro. Like, you're at home, of course. You're not going to be sleeping in your own bed. Doesn't really matter. And Boone said today, they asked him, oh, are you worried about home field advantage and where you're going to play? Boone said he's more concerned with the Yankees playing well than he is with where they'll be playing, a postseason series next week. He says, if we're playing at our best, I don't give a crap where we play. Which is, hey, it's true. By the way, Bichette Guerrero, 18 for 48. That's 375. Easy math. That's a 4-game series versus the Yankees with 10 extra base hits, 15 RBI. My God, the Yankee pitching. You trash, son!
We're going to have to deal with them young boys for a minute. Chris also said we got Jason Dominguez to handle them. Like, in like 2 years, maybe 3 years, we got to deal with the baby Jays like we just dealt with them they dealt with us, but we got to deal with them in the near future a lot.
Oh, yeah. And last thing, which will probably irk a couple of Yankee fans, just kind of leave it on this. Kevin Cash did, when he threatened the Yankees and he said, 98 squad, the Rays players wore shirts with a stable of horses on them and hats that says 98ers when they won the division. So, hey, listen, to the victor go the spoils, bro. They feel like they won the World Series, bro, but I don't know.
The Rays, like, I don't get this arrogance. They won the AL East. It's the first time they've won since 2010. They win the division once every decade. Okay, cool. Then to be flexing that 98er stuff and like playing up that, like, I really do want to. I want to play them. I want to face them because it would be so sweet to knock them off. I don't know if we're ready for it, but like, I hate the Rays. I've always hated the Rays. It's documented. I still think they're little brother. When we go down to Tampa, we got more fans than they got down there. I just don't know why they're acting like they've done something. It's a 60-game season. Y'all won the AL East in a 2020 60-game season. Like, you got to chill out.
Yeah, word.
Daddy, chill.
Listen, thank you guys so much for joining. I appreciate you guys on this podcast. We will be doing a separate voicemail app, so leave that voicemail. And even though we lost 4 out of the last 5, it's okay. Got to make sure you guys keep your pinstripes on. Stay pinstripe strong. I'm going to watch some basketball, hopefully unwind, play some video games later on. But tell them, Noah. And that's a wrap. That shit was clean.
Cool, yeah. That was efficient.
Right away. 11:15, we out of here. All right, cool. Now let's watch the rest of I'll watch the rest of this freaking game. Yeah, I'll turn Twitch back on or whatever it is, and then we'll watch the rest of this game on Twitch, which is this this Laker game. See what happens there, Keith.
Yeah, I'm about to watch it in my other room, in my actual bed, instead of in this little office room. I'll holler at you, man. I think the game is at 1 on Sunday, so we'll be potting.
Okay.
We'll be potting at like.
Is it at 1? They usually
5:00.
make the last day like. Hold on.
Is it a Sunday nighter? Are we on Sunday night?
Oh, they didn't do it this year. Yeah, it's at 1 o'clock, 1:05.
No, it's at 3:05 Sunday.
Oh, yeah, it's 27. Every
So
game
then
is at 3:05. That's why.
Like 6:37, which would be cool because that might be in between NFL, like before.
Okay.
Let's try and record like 7 to 8 before the Sunday night football game comes on. We'll probably get more people in that window too.
Okay.
All right, bro.
All right, oh my God, 101, 105. Lakers. Oh my God. All right.
Yeah, I'm about to turn this on. All right, y'all.
All right. I'm about to have back on Twitch. Thank you so much for the follow, Django and Gabe. Appreciate you.